Hey, we are going. We are going. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hi, Stax. That's a very nice thing to say. Thank you. Hi, Demi. Oh, magic. Oh, it's the magician, the wizard, getting ready to cast a spell. I get it. So this is a live lesson with chords on the screen and chords and lyrics on the screen and strum patterns on the screen for the Nina Simone version of I Put a Spell on You. So we're going to play this a step down, two key notches down from the original, just to make the chords really easy for us. If you are a patron or you're a member on Ko-Fi and you have the song sheet, I just, like 10 minutes ago, realized that I didn't put the capo information and the corresponding chords for the original key on the song sheet, so I just updated it. It's a very minor, fix. And I'm like, I really hope there's nothing else wrong with this song sheet. I double-checked it so many times. I feel like there's almost always something still wrong with song sheets. Why isn't this coming out? Oh, it's not turned up. Okay, that would be why. And I'm using my 8-string today, but it's actually 6 strings because I took the high G off today just to see what it's like to play with only a low G. So let me put the chord shapes that we're gonna use on the screen for you. There they are. There they are. Nothing too crazy. That's why I moved it. The original is F sharp minor. If you want to get the full song arrangement for this song, at the moment it's only available for Ko-Fi members, and you can follow the link in the caption. If you sign up or you donate during the live stream, then this little thing down here on the screen kicks off some sort of animation. It's very cute and exciting. It's never happened before. Maybe you can be the first. Okay, so we have E minor 7, C7, a B7, E7, A minor 7, and then E diminished 7. Lucky us, we got an easy diminished 7 chord shape. Hello, Natalie. Okay, so I'm going to leave the chord, what are they called? Chord shapes up there. And we'll look at, you know what we're going to look at first? We're going to look at simple strums first, because this song is in a weird meter. The song is in a weird meter. It's in 12/8, and there is information about that kind of meter on the sheet as well. It's in 12/8, so there's 12 beats per bar. It's a lot, and it's pretty slow. We're going to play it a little bit faster today, actually, than the original, because with really, really, really slow beats, it's easy to get lost. It's easy to lose the rhythm. It's easy to forget where you are with all of the counting. So for simple strums, and this top one is the one that I'm going to use most of the lesson. It's a down strum every 3 beats. So with just an E minor, it'll sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And it's almost like you're doing a down strum like you would for a song that's in 4/4, which is the normal kind of rhythm and meter. Like most songs are 4/4. Just 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But in this case, because we have 12 beats, we're dividing it by that 4, those 4 down strums. It's every 3 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're doing some math today. Hello, Tracy. So there's a couple of other simple strums you can do. This second one, yeah, I call this the heartbeat strum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Because you have that kind of bump, 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 bump sort of heartbeat thing happening. The last one here, I said works well at a faster tempo. So yesterday I was kind of doing a little experiment. What happens if you pick up the pace of this song? Because you might want to do that as an acoustic player without a bunch of without a string section like Nina Simone had. Without kind of a full band sound behind you, you might want to pick up the pace a little bit because everything is so spread out. So this is down, up, chunk. Let me get it right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Down, up, chunk. I practiced this one before the stream because I knew it was going to trip me up, and now it's tripping me up again. Yeah, I can't. See, this is why I like strum patterns. If I could listen to it, then I could figure it out. Wait a minute. Okay, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Down, up, chunk, up, down, up, chunk, up, down, up, chunk, up, down, up, chunk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Down, up, chunk, up, 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 down, up, chunk. Okay, we got there. So I wanted to show you some of those so we could use this first one, the first line, as we look at just the chords for the verse, for verse 1. So we're going to use this down, 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 down. And we're looking at the first verse chords. Do this. Okay. So essentially, this song is like a part A and a part B. You can say it's verse 1 and verse 2. They're similar, but they do a couple of things a little bit differently. So in each of these bars, because we're changing chords at an even pace, all of the song, we either have 2 chords in a bar and we split the bar in half, or we have just 1 chord in a bar. Instead of me putting 12 hyphens in these bars, whenever you see 2 chords in a bar, it's split evenly in half. So for example, in this first bar with E minor and E minor 7, the E minor gets 6 and the E minor 7 gets 6. So with that down strum, they get 2 down strums each. That's kind of the easiest strum to do for this song. And there's some more complex strum patterns, and I'll go over them later. I just wanted to show you the simple ones so you know kind of the rhythm of the song for looking at the chords. So this will be E minor for 6, E minor 7 for 6, C7 for 6, B7 for 6. And then we have E minor and E7. They get their own bar. And it will feel kind of long, especially if you play along with the original track of Nina Simone. It's quite slow. So it's easy to get lost in these bars. They have 12 each. And then it gets even a little bit more difficult to stay on track because we have A minor for 2 bars of 12. Those are long. Long section of A minor, long section of B7. Then we have E minor for 1 bar, E7 for 1 bar. A minor 7 for 2 bars. And then we've got almost the same thing that we started the verse with on the last line here. E minor for 6, E minor 7 for 6, C7 for 6, B7 for 6. E minor for 6, E diminished 7 for 6. And then this B7 for 1 bar leads us into the second verse. So with just the down strum, With just that down strum, we'll put 2 down strums on these chords that are in a shared bar. And the chords that have a bar to themselves, that's 4 down strums. And we're counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, down, 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 down. E minor, E minor 7, C7, B7. E minor for 4, stay here. Now E7. The second line. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, B7. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, B7. The third line. E7. A minor 7. You get to give your hand a break. If you're really skilled, you can do a little dance like this. Fourth line. E minor. E minor 7. C7. B7. E minor. E diminished 7. B7. Sounds super cool and spooky. Let's see. So I'm gonna close that and I'm gonna put it up with the lyrics right over my face. Wait a second. I'll make it a bit smaller. Ta-da! Here we go. Actually, I'll probably put it over here. So I can also show you the intro for this song. Oops, I didn't mean to move that. So I can also show you the intro. So the intro looks a little bit like the beginning or the end of verse 1. There's just this, in the third bar, there's A minor instead of E minor. E minor for 6, E minor 7 for 6, C7 and B7, same as we did the first and last line of the verse. Then A minor for 2, E diminished 7 for 2, and B7 for 1 bar. And then you start the song, or you start the verse. And I also have the fingerpick riff, the intro string thing. It's the string riff. Ba, 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 ba. I have it tabbed. I'll put it up in a little bit. Right now I want to play through this intro and the verse with the lyrics. And you can follow along with me if you want, and then we can see what it sounds like. And actually, if you want to see at the same time, you can choose whether you follow like the chord structure here or whether you follow the lyrics. Because there's so many like pauses in between lyrics here, it's sometimes kind of hard to keep up with the rate that the chords change. Okay. So I am going to play the intro, and then we'll go right into the verse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. E minor. E minor 7. C7. B7. A minor. E diminished 7. B7. Here we go. I put a spell on you. C7. E minor. 'Cause you're mine. E7. A minor. You better stop the things that you do. Stay there. B7. I ain't lying. You know I can't stand it. E7. You're running around, you know better, daddy. A minor 7. I can't stand it, 'cause you put me down. Stay there. That's a long one. E minor. I put a spell on you. C7. Because you're mine. E diminished 7. B7. You're mine. So, as you can see, and I think this happened in, I might have mentioned this like in the lesson for I Can't Make You Love Me. I think with these really slow songs, we have like a lot of space. There's so much space that I was able to yell out all of the chords, which is awesome. And I don't know if you noticed I might have looked surprised when I got to this next to last line, because you're mine, on the E minor, I kind of went, oh crap, how long is that supposed to be? And I glanced down here. I glanced to this one really quick and I'm like, oh, it's only 2. Like that's how much time you have within these like slow ballady songs. Hi, Kimberly. Oh, good. I'm glad I could bring you a new song to practice. Yeah, I had to do like I was doing some calculating, going, what? Oh, E diminished 7. Okay. The nice thing about kind of a cheating kind of thing, if you mess up, if you mess up the E diminished 7, like I almost did, it's the same shape as the E minor 7, right? It's just moved down 1. And if you had just happened to stay here on E minor, and you miss that, if you miss that E diminished 7, it's actually, it'll be okay. It's like a passing sort of decorative chord. It's just shifting some things within E minor to make it sound a little more suspenseful or whatever. But even if you mess up and go to the E minor 7, when this diminished 7 comes up in the song, it would probably be okay. It would probably sound okay. It just doesn't have that sort of critical sound, like it sounds like a really important, stressful situation sound as the E minor and the E minor 7. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is turn off these things, and we're gonna look at the second verse, the second half of the song. And let me just remind myself, I'm going to remind myself how long this solo section is. Okay, and then I can move this off of my face at the same time for later. So it's the first 2 lines. Okay, so we have a sax solo in this song, and it is the first 2 lines of verse 2. The first 2 lines of this chord layout for verse 2, that is an instrumental section, and then the lyrics come back in on the 3rd line. So we have E minor, we can say for 2 down strums for 6 beats. On the first line here, E minor for 6, E minor 7 for 6. The same as we did for the beginning of the first verse, right? C7 and B7, same thing. E minor and E7, same. The second line is the same. A minor and A minor, B7 and B7. They get 2 bars each. It feels like it's really long. The 3rd line, things are going to start to get a little bit different because the sung melody gets a little bit different. The 3rd line, E minor for 1 bar, E7, A minor 7, and C7. And then we have what looks like the beginning of the verse again, right? E minor 7, C7, B7. And then we have a dramatic ending. So these 4 chords at the beginning of the last line here, E minor C, A minor 7, that's the strings doing this kind of dramatic exit thing. They're like, wee, 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 blah, at the end. I did a lot of research to try to figure out this fourth one, and I don't think it's quite right. But anyway, if I changed something about it, then we could still only play 4 pitches of the chord on the uke anyway. I think it has more pitches in it. I think it's a bigger chord, but this is as close as we can get. So you're kind of playing through these quickly. It's not really at a particular rate or meter. E minor, C, A minor 7, and then you end on the E minor. Good morning, below. I like what you did there with your screen name. Okay, so we're gonna play through these with the down strum, and then I'm going to show you with the lyrics. And then after that, I'll show you the intro finger-picked riff. I'll put it on the screen, and I will also show you more complicated strums. And I'll have a playthrough of the whole thing. So that's what the schedule is going forward. So down strums only. And again, bars with 2 chords get 2 down strums. Bars with 1 chord get 4 down strums, even though we're counting to 12. This is how we're organizing our little down strum right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, E minor. E minor 7. C7, B7, E minor, stay here. E7. Second line A minor. Stay there. Here comes B7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Line 3. E7. A minor 7. C7. Fourth line. B minor 7, C7, B7. There's a pause here. There's a lot of thing that I can't do. It's very Nina Simone. And then we're going to move through those 4 chords. E minor, C, A minor 7, E minor, you're mine, yeah. Okay, so as I just noted, wait, I want to leave that one up. As I just noted, this verse has a whole lot of very Nina Simone specific kind of scat singing and stuff going on, and I'm not trying to pretend like that's in my skill set to imitate Nina Simone. So this is going to be like a very straightforward presentation of these lyrics with these chords, because yeah, I'm not prepared today to do the authentic thing. I just want to show you kind of where these lyrics come around in this stuff. Come around with these chords. You know what I'm saying? So you can have a look at this for a second. Anyway, we're going to have a mouth trumpet solo on this first 2 lines. I'm just grabbing some water. Because this is live television. Okay. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. E minor. The second line, A minor. 7. Okay, we go back to singing. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you anyhow. A minor 7. And I don't care if you don't want me, I'm yours right now. Oh, you hear me? I put a spell on you. Because pause on that B7. You're mine. E minor. Obviously, the drama, I have the drama knob turned well down from the original production. Like I said, marking just to show you where the lyrics come along with the chords. And then you do you, right? So we want to look at, we'll look at real quick the intro riff. This is one like, I can actually play this fairly well because it's slow. Again, we're doing a slow song. We got some room to sort of move around. And these are the intro chords, the chords that are listed over the top. These are the intro chords, like where they come along with the string riff. I put this end part from like the number 9, the fret number 9. Even if you have a low G string, you would still have to transfer to a higher string and play the notes higher to get the end of this line. The low G string doesn't go low enough to play like in the same octave that they do in the original production. So I just went ahead and bumped part of this string riff line up an octave so we can fit it all like within the same octave instead of it going instead of it being low and then all of a sudden you have to bump it up high for like the last 2 notes. So I'll sort of demonstrate this for you if you want to get a screenshot or something. Take it if you're not a member on Ko-Fi or an existing member on Patreon. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me think, because it comes on like the 2 or the 3. Yeah. Dun 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 dun. 0 3 0 1 0 3 0 3 0 3 0 1 0. Now I'm to around this middle section, the 3. 3 0 2 0 2 0 3, and then we have to bump it up. These notes happen fast in the original production. 9 7 5 3 2, and then there's a bit of a pause. 2 0 3 0. Just to sort of walk you through it a little bit. I'll try to play it again without interrupting it. Let me see. It's hard for me. Let me see. 1 2 3 7 8 9 10 11 12. And then we pause. 2 0 3 0. Yay! Not too bad, not too bad. I give myself a high five for that one today. High five, and a high five to you. Playing along at home. Thanks for hanging out with me today, y'all. Okay, complex strums. Complex strums. Always right over my face. Yeah. So now we have to divide the beat up a little bit if we want to do a more complex rhythm. And it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10, 11, 12, and which is ridiculous to count, isn't it? That's why I like to demonstrate these for you. because you might be able to like pick them up by listening better than you can try to count all this shit out. So I'm gonna play E minor 7. It's a little bit easier than E minor. And let's see, this one is down, up, chunk, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, chunk, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, chunk, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, chunk, like this. Down, up, chunk, up, down, up, down, up, 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 down, up, chunk, up, down, up, down. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, chunk. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, chunk. Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'll play a little bit of like, I'll play like a line or two of a verse so you can see it like actually in the arrangement. So in this case, if we have 2 chords in a bar, E minor and E minor 7, for example, the E minor will get down, up, chunk, and then we're switching around this up strum. Up, down, up, chunk. Up, down, up, coming back, it's the next chord from the next bar. Down, up, chunk, up, down. I said that wrong before. My mistake. We're changing around the up right before the down strum on 7. I think I said it was 5 before. That's not correct. The little up on the end of 6, that's around where we're changing chords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. E minor. E minor 7. C7. B7. E minor. E7. So this is pretty slow at this point. And with some of those lyrics, it'll sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I put a spell on you. No, I already did it wrong. Wait, the E minor 7 comes on spell, right? Yeah. Okay, my instinct was correct, and then I did the wrong thing. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I put a spell on you. Because you're mine. You better stop the things that you do. I ain't lying. So this strum, these more complex ones work better if you're really going at the tempo, like the original tempo of the song, which is quite slow. This second line, down, up, down, down. So it's got kind of the same lilt as the first one. We're doing this down, up, down similarly, but instead of putting in that little up strum in a chunk, we're just doing down, down. Down, up, down, down. Oh, I end up wanting to chunk it anyway. You can chunk it if you want. Down, up, down, down. 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 So it's the same kind of, like I said, lilt, the same kind of feeling, the same kind of feel as the first one, but this one's going to be more sustained, less chunky. I'm going to do it like the first two lines of the verse with that. I'm going to try. It's hard for me to stick to a strum pattern religiously, but I'm going to try. Down, up, down, down. Down, up, down, down. Where's E minor 7? Down, up, down, down. Down, up, down, down. Down, up, down, down. Down, down, down. Down, 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 down. A minor. I just realized I was leaving out like half of the strum pattern. Down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 down. Yeah, it just occurred to me I was leaving out like half of it, which is a thing that you can do when you're playing. If you do, let me see, down, up, down, down. Okay, I think I was leaving out, I was pausing on this down on the 4 and like letting it ring instead of playing these the same ups and downs in between. Let me see if that's what I was doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. That gives you a little more like a little more breathing room. If you just play down, up, down, down, and we're letting that down ring, and then you come back in on the 7 with the same thing, down, up, down, down. So I might even go add that one later. See, organically produced free range strum patterns. I didn't even, these are the ones I kind of went, okay, yeah, that works when I was making the arrangement. And then there's another one. Hence, this is why I don't believe in strum patterns in farm. I don't believe in farm-raised strum patterns. I want wild-caught strum patterns. Okay, so I'm going to play through the whole thing, and I'll put the lyrics and the chords back on the screen if you want to follow along. And this arrangement with everything on a nice, PDF, 2-page PDF, all the stuff laid out is available if you join as a monthly member on Ko-Fi. And then you get all of the song arrangements for everything ever. Let's see if it'll all fit. It feels slightly ridiculous with all these windows. Okay, let's make this one a little bit smaller. Although I could actually pause in between and just pop the next one on. Maybe it can go here. Yeah, here we go. This is kind of all over the place, but woo. Just trying to decide what I want to do as far as strumming. I think we'll just do the down strum again. Okay, here we go. Almost, here we go. You better stop the things that you do. That you diddly do. I ain't lying. Okay, on the intro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just strumming down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on the E minor. Doing it a bit up to tempo. C7, B7, A minor. first one. I put a spell on you. C7 and the B7. 'Cause you're mine. E7. You better stop the things that you do. Hold on. I ain't lying. No, I ain't lying. E minor. You know I can't stand it. You're running around. You know better, Daddy. I can't stand it. 'Cause you put me down. E minor. I put a spell on you. Because you're mine. E diminished 7. You're mine. Yeah. We're over here at verse 2 now. Almost missed it. C7. B7. E7. B7. That B7. I love you, I love you. I love you, I love you anyhow. And I don't care if you don't want me. I'm yours right now. Ooh, you hear me? I put a spell on you. Because you're mine. Yeah. Hey, not bad, right? High five, everybody. High five. Ooh, man. I was listening to this yesterday, making the arrangement. I was like, yeah, I won't be singing it like that. But we're just going to show people how to play the chords. We're going to show people how to play the chords. And we can all hope that we get like 1% of Nina Simone's magic in our own playing. I want to do a little bit of... like strumming it. And this is going to be like a mix. This is going to be probably a mix of like the strummier strum patterns. Just to give you an idea. And then I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to hit the end stream button and get out of here. But it'll mostly be that down, up, down, up, chunk, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, chunk, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, chunk. E minor, E minor 7, C7. Put a spell on you. 'Cause you're mine. You better stop the things that you do. Nope, stay there. See, I forgot how long it is. B7, I ain't lying. You know I can't stand it. You're running around, you know better, Daddy. I can't stand it 'cause you put me down. Up again, I didn't stay there long enough. I put a spell on you. Because you're mine. You're mine. You're mine. Hey, I might as well do the second verse. Right? Ooh, stay there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. A minor. For a really long time. You hear me? I put a spell on you because you're mine. You're mine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're mine. Ooh, I was trying to pick a note to end on. I can't remember which one she ends on. Because you're mine. I don't think she goes that high. Because you're mine. What note is that? Huh? F sharp. G. Oh, the G. I think it's that middle note, the G, that she ends on. You're mine. Yeah. Super cool. This song has a lot of like kind of standard, minor blues tricks in it that you might take note of if you're somebody likes to jam and stuff like that. And yeah, one of them is this: if you switch from a minor to the same dominant 7, you're really like you're changing the chord from the same name of chord from a minor to a major-ish chord. And it always has this very dramatic feeling. This like switch from E minor to E7. And this happens like the reverse way. Like this song is in a minor key, so it sounds sad or creepy or whatever. You know, it sounds like a sort of like a not happy or not cheerful vibe. We use minor keys for that, usually, for sad songs. And we switch to that E7. It adds so much like anticipation for what's happening next. And the same thing, you can do the same thing in reverse. Like if this, and it happened a lot in like old jazz and old blues kind of stuff. If this was an E, we're playing an E and it sounds happy. If you switch that E to an E minor, like it's the same kind of feeling. It's very like dramatic sort of anticipation, what's about to happen. Yeah, some cool stuff. Some cool stuff happening in this song. So I hope that you guys, hello Andre, I hope that you found this lesson helpful or interesting, got some screenshots, or you can watch the playback if you missed anything, or if you want to practice anything again. Yeah, thanks for hanging out with me today. Don't forget to click the like button before you leave the stream. And I will see you on the weekend with another Nina Simone lesson. It's going to be for I Wish I Knew How It Would Feel to Be Free. So I will see you for that, everybody. Peace out and have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.